Alright, all the coloured panels are done, masked off. I've given it a prime with some grey. This way I can check everything's alright before I lay down black. I'm going to be using X18 semi-gloss for my coat before the metal work. I don't want really bright metal. I want a more weathered or used aircraft look. So I'm using semi-gloss, and I'll be using Xtreme Metal Aluminium for the base colour, but there's a couple of big panels on the wings that are a different colour. I'll probably do dark aluminium for them, but also for the weathering, I'll show you what I'm trying to achieve. This is a Tunnon. You can see I've experimented with weathering the metal. So I've done basically a mix for around the panel lines. I mixed some black in with the base color metal, just a touch, not too much, just so you can darken it up to make it look dirtier around the panel lines, like collecting grime and whatnot. And also a bit of scourer, and I hold it over the area I want to paint, and again using a different color, different shade of metal, you just go over it and just keep working at it until you break it up and you get yourself a more worn metal look. I quite like it anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing with the F86. Alright, so semi-gloss black is down. I laid down a coat, went over it, sanded it gently back with really fine, this is 3M, really fine sponge, and then I sprayed it again. I've just finished it, so when I'll do another check to make sure it's all good before I spray the aluminium down. Alright, metal work down, so that's AK Xtreme Metal Aluminium, and I've given it a coat of AK's Gauzy, which is the shine enhancer. So if you want to know the difference with or without the shine enhancer, so the one on the right has got it on, and the one on the left is just the paint. So it, in my opinion, it actually works. I've heard things about you don't put clear coats over metal work, but this stuff seems to work for me, so I continue to use it. Alright, I've masked off to do the different shade panels and the wings. Used gunmetal. AK colours are awfully close, so dark aluminium, if you put that next to aluminium, it's really hard to notice the difference, so I want something that you can see stands out. Next up I'll be starting the weathering process, inverted commas, I'm experimenting with on the metal work. Alright, I've been using this scourer. I'll just show you quickly how I do it. Like I said previously, I get a piece and I break it in half. The way it's easy to get the paint through. As you can see, I've already done one shade, which was steel with a bit of black in it. Now I'm using titanium, and all you're doing is just spraying over it, move along. So it's just another form of splatter template or mottling template, but it's just a homemade one. I'm going to continue to go over it. If I'm happy with that, then I'll do the panel lines with the darker colour. Well, this is a quick look before I do the shading over the panel lines and rivet areas, but I've pretty much got the effect I wanted. I did the two different colours through the scourer. So now, yeah, I'll do the panel lines. Alright, so shading of the panel lines is done. So I used titanium and a touch of flat black in it. It's pretty heavy, but this is what I'm going for. If you do it and you think it's too much, then just go back to your original colour, which was the aluminium, and just hold back a bit from the model and just mist it on till you gradually cover up to where you're happy with. But like I said, I'm going trying something different and we'll see what happens. Next I'll unmask all the other coloured sections, and my guess is I'll be patching up some bleeds in areas, but we'll see. Alright, so I've unmasked it. I had to touch up a couple of areas, and I've heavily thinned some black and shaded over the panel lines of the coloured areas to keep it in with the metal work. I'm not convinced yet whether I'm happy with it or not. I'll continue on, but I might have to go over with the base colour again to knock it back a bit, but I'll let it sit for a day and think about it and see what I think when I look at it again.